Hello, and welcome to the Syberia 3. And let's start with first impressions. The music is amazing. 3D model of Kate looks amazing. I really hope this music is not copyrighted. It would be so sad to cut it out. But gee, it's cool. I also noticed that we have a control scheme and we can use WSAD for movement, and that sounds a little bit controversial for quests, especially compared with the first two chapters of the game. But I have nada knowledge about this game. I have no idea what will meet me. So the music, man. Downloadable content. Yes, we apparently also have some downloadable content for the game, some DLC for the quest, which is also, it sounds, I don't know, it sounds controversial to me. A DLC for the quest? What's going on here? But all in due time, okay? Usually in the first episode I also include some technical rant, how I spent my time trying to launch the game and everything. This one launched right away. And no issues, no fuss, just download and go. Easy peasy. I'm extremely satisfied to say that. Now, new game. We have difficulties. Yes, one thing that I forgot when I was browsing the menus. There are difficulty level to the quest. You want to enjoy all the sensations of the first two Syberia games with fewer visual clues. Want to have additional visual clues. First question. May I change during the game? I don't know. Second, how annoying are they? Because in principle, I guess I don't mind point and click hunting to find some items, but yeah, let's start maybe with a voyage and just check it out, how annoying that is or not. We have a funny bird. Cool. No idea where the subtitles will be, so I leave myself like at this position at the moment. Okay. Just how well was the 3D model of Kate in the main menu? That's how bad this model of this owl. Maybe most of the budget went on this Kate model. What are we doing? What the hell's going on? I need so much context. Was that a redesign of Yuki? Because if that was, I don't like it as well. So again, first impressions, right? Oh, this moon was so big. First impressions, right? If the first game stretched the limits of imagination as far as mammoths are still alive, the rest, like, you can imagine being possible, okay? Here, like, what are these animals? Why is one of...
3 months ago, nomads found her dying in northern Siberia. Walker, Kate Walker, born in New York in the United States. She had an American passport on her. She showed up at the clinic last week. She's recovering. She's fine.
You're certain, Olga Efimova? You have to keep her there until we arrive.
I will do what it takes. You can count on me, Colonel.
I have more and more questions. Like, how does this trinket? How does it stay there? Okay, cool. I will maybe compliment trying to mix 3D and 2D, but
My
I don't
head.
think that.
Hello, Kate Walker.
Oh, hi. Uh, okay.
Hello.
My name is Kurk, Kate Walker. Kurk of the Youkol tribe. Do you remember the Youkols?
Where are we? My memory's all mixed up. There was a terrible blizzard with snow and ice, and then nothing.
We are in the clinic of Dr. Zamiatine, in the town of Valsembor.
How did I end up here?
We Youkols migrate with our snow ostriches to the sacred lands. It's a long journey. A very special journey. 1 month ago, we found you dying on a riverbank there in the north. We took you in and our shaman cared for you. Afterwards, we continued our journey. And today, we are both here to finish getting better.
You lost a leg.
It was an accident, you know. Some people don't like nomads like us. But don't worry about me. Dr. Zamiatine asked a master craftsman from Valsembor to make me a new leg, and he's going to put it on me when it's ready. It will be like a brand new leg.
Why are you tied to that bed?
That was the decision of Madame Olga, Dr. Zamiatine's assistant. She says I'm too restless, and it's the only way to make sure I get better. Apparently, it's going to take a long time to make my artificial leg. And in the meantime, my people are without a guide and are waiting for me, with the herd, so we can continue.
The lack of synchronization between what they're saying and how their mouths are moving is disturbing. Yeah, I can move myself down here, by the way. I do not interfere with the subtitles.
If you don't mind my asking about your leg, what exactly happened to you?
Soldiers bombed the route we were taking with our caravan. For no reason. Just to frighten us and force us to turn back. I was a bit too close to the explosion. A piece of rock. That's it.
You mean the authorities did it on purpose? But why?
They think that the snow ostrich migration has no place in today's world, and that my tribe should settle down once and for all. But we will never do that, Kate Walker. That would mean defying the spirits. And the Youkols fear the spirits far more than the soldiers.
Why do the Youkols make the journey?
My people live in symbiosis with the great snow ostriches, Kate Walker. Their wool protects us from the cold. Their excrement feeds our crops, and their meat feeds us. They are also our mounts and beasts of burden, so we must follow them wherever they go.
And do they migrate because of the weather?
No, Kate Walker. They go to the sacred lands to reproduce. It is an event that only occurs a few times per century. For the Youkols, it is rare to be able to boast of having participated in more than 3 migrations during one's lifetime.
The Youkols I've met didn't speak my language anywhere near as well as you. I'm very impressed.
From time to time, missionaries and merchants came through our village. I learned very quickly, Kate Walker. It's important if I am to guide my people.
I don't mean to be rude, Kurk, but aren't you a bit young for that?
The spirits do not take age into account when they choose a chief for the Youkols. And the spirits are very wise. They do not make mistakes when they choose the one who will guide our people on the sacred migration.
Well, Kurk, I'm delighted to have made your acquaintance. I guess I have to go tell the staff that I'm awake, I feel fine, and I have no intention of hanging around here.
Of course, Kate Walker. I'm sure someone will be in the yard. Maybe even Madame Olga.
So, what is our purpose over here, and how do I save the game? Do I have the... Okay, so they do not mention WSAD. That is fine with me. Accelerate, move the camera, okay, display the current objective, okay. And pause, but in the pause, Kate's thoughts dialogue. Okay. So O and Shift is something I might be interested in. Okay, I can have Kate look in a particular direction, move the cursor to the edge of the screen, okay. Okay. Is that not a door of sorts? No, I guess not.
What? Hello? Is anybody there?
I don't think anybody heard you, Kate Walker. Try using the call button that's located next to the door.
No, that is so stupid. The way he phrased it is stupid. Seriously.
Nothing. It doesn't work, Kurk.
I think I saw some of the staff using it the other day. Take a good look at the mechanism, Kate Walker. Maybe you can find a way to get it working again.
Why did they reassemble it then? Okay, it's interesting that I can rotate the camera. Okay, I will at least give it that.
This diagram shows how to turn the call button on, but I can't do anything until I can get at the internal mechanism.
Search the room. I'm sure you'll be able to find something you can use to open it up with.
And why am I not able to pick it? Well, okay, it makes sense why I'm not able to pick it up at the
Nothing
first
useful
time.
here.
Okay. Oh, and I believe that
There's
small
no
white
screwdriver
dot...
among the medication. I have to admit, it's kind of reassuring.
Small white dot is something like I can investigate, right?
That should do the trick quite nicely. Now try to use it to see if you can repair the call button.
You don't have to pronounce that each time, you know. Oh, okay. It rubs me the wrong way. Souvenir of Oscar. You
All
call
that
it
I
a
have
souvenir?
left of dear Oscar.
It's the goddamn heart. Um, ha. Oh my god.
Right. Let's see if I can repair the mechanism.
If you're not sure, maybe the diagram you saw earlier might help.
There is a loose wire. I mean, you don't have to be a genius, right? Oof, the amount of movement that you need to do, it's like, ouch.
Finally. Right. Now I just have to find a supervisor.
Well done, Kate Walker. I'm going to have a bit of a rest now. Please try to come back and say goodbye to me before you go.
Find a manager. Okay. Nice to
Someone
meet you
should
too.
have a word with the maintenance department.
Go hold your head under the ice water in the fountain, Nikita. That'll clear up your damn headaches.
Not his time. This isn't a normal headache. It's like a pile of rusty nails rattling in my skull.
Well, that's you settled then. Did you speak to Madame Olga or Dr. Mangoling?
No. Because maybe they're the ones sticking the damn nails in my head while I'm asleep. Nail after nail through the nostrils. It's just like I told you.
The only thing the doctors want is for us to get better. We'll go see the birds in the aviary later. It helps calm you down. It's even recommended
What are
when you
you
have nails in
sick
your
with?
head. Dr. Olga, we should perhaps say hello.
I am not Dr. Olga.
Burns. It still burns.
So weird, I have no idea what I'm even doing here.
Have you seen the mammoths too? Go tell the staff, that way maybe they'll believe me. And have you seen any dragons too?
So you're finally awake. Has Dr. Olga been informed?
Where can I find her?
Get your bearings. I understood that you'd be staying with us for a little while yet.
Doctor... Can I get some shoes, please? Need to check the voice levels. Okay, I never checked for those.
Ah, you're finally awake, number 10.
Should be fine.
What can I do for you?
You look creepy as hell.
Well, it seems to me that I'm cured. And now I'd like to be on my way.
Given your condition, that would seem somewhat premature and perhaps even unreasonable, number 10.
What do you mean, my condition?
You're in a coma for quite some time. That's not negligible. And even if you seem better physically, there may well be serious psychological after effects.
So you're refusing to let me leave?
Oh, no, of course not, miss. I have no intention of abusing any of the prerogatives of my position. Nonetheless, first you must submit to a series of tests that are designed to demonstrate that you have fully recovered. You understand. Please, sit down.
On that?
Yes, yes, don't be afraid.
That's exactly the phrase after which you should be afraid.
Don't worry about these restraints. Merely a simple formality that's part of the protocol that Dr. Olga, our supervisor, has implemented. Right. I do believe that we can begin. Now, be so kind as to state your first and last names, age, and place of birth, please.
My name is Kate Walker. I was born in New York, and I'll be 30 this year.
Good, good, miss. Up until now, my device would seem to corroborate what you say.
You're using a lie detector?
It's procedure. Please stop worrying and talk to me instead of your friends and family. Are you on good terms with them?
I can't do anything because of his lie detector. I should tell him the truth.
Do I need to repeat the question?
If I tell him that I fell out with my friends and family, this guy will see it as some kind of psychological condition. I'd better lie. No, I cut off with them. I haven't had any news from my mother for weeks. And Dan, my fiancé, left me for my best friend Olivia.
You seem to be basking in this chaos and anarchy, Miss Walker. Is this inclination for disorder connected to this Hans Vorarlberg and Oscar? You spoke about them at length while you were delirious.
Well, I already was in Syberia, right?
If I tell him about Syberia and mammoths, Oscar and Hans, he'll think I'm crazy. But maybe if I only tell him some of the truth, I can fool his detector.
Answer me, please!
You're so demanding,
Oscar was
Jesus.
an automaton and Hans Vorarlberg was the person who made him. We became friends, and I went with them on a long journey through Europe. There you have it.
To be honest, what I'm interested in, Miss Walker, is that during your travels you were in contact with the Youkols people. The nomads who brought you here to Valsembor. In your opinion, what should we fear from such a primitive tribe of savages who understand neither law nor border? Refusing civilization and settlement.
His insidious innuendos are unbearable.
Do I-
Maybe if I go along with him, he'll finally leave me alone.
Oh, you can't lie.
I think, Doctor, that the Youkols live in harmony with nature, time, and space. They have no real reason to change the way they live.
Now that is an example of typical American idealism. Maybe you should go back to New York right away. I'm sure your brilliant ideas will be justly appreciated there.
Whether I lie to him or tell him the truth, he's not gonna like my answer. So I may as well just keep quiet.
Well, he didn't ask you anything, right?
Answer
So
me, please!
you didn't answer. You didn't ask anything.
I see. In a way, your silence is quite answer enough, Miss Walker. So you intend to continue your journey through our country. A hazardous undertaking with neither goal nor destination. Pity for a brilliant New York attorney who seemed to have a gleaming future.
What do you think?
That's not for
Continue
you
the
to
journey.
decide, Doctor. For the rest, I think I've demonstrated throughout this interview that I present no psychological after effects from my injuries. I would therefore like you to authorize my release now.
Of course, of course. Do calm down, Miss Walker.
I'm sorry, but I'm not used to being interrogated like this.
Some years ago, I would have interrogated you in a very different manner, Miss Walker. I grant that I may still feel some nostalgia for the good old traditional methods. You're one of the very last representatives of a world that is fast disappearing, Miss Walker. A disordered world that no one will miss. This key is much like you, unstructured and uncontrollable. If you're able to find a way to use it to leave this floor, then you shall have proved that you are permanently cured.
I would like to get my things back before I leave.
You will find them there.
I really need to fill in some gaps on what the hell is going on here in this game. Because I should have completed my journey, right? I already, like, Hans already reached Siberia, right?
Turn around.
Oh, what a creep he is. And we have Oscar's heart. So we know that Oscar has been dealt with. Well, that's a very rude way to say, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Hello.
And who might you be, miss?
Yeah. Who are we speaking to?
My name is Kate. Kate Walker.
Kate. Kate Walker. That doesn't sound too local.
Yeah. So how did you get here, Kate? Kate Walker?
The Youkols brought me here.
The Youkols. They're nothing but chicken thieves. A whole bunch of scumbag morons doing nothing but infesting the streets of Valsembor.
Yeah. Now they've come here to do their dirty work.
You mean Kurk, I suppose.
For 20 years we've been in this clinic. Since we got back from Baranor. Listen, this place has always actually been a quality establishment. I don't mind admitting. So we were pretty disappointed when we heard that Madame Olga is now letting in those degenerate scumbags from up north.
Come on, Anton, come on. Madame Olga knows very well what she's doing. She must have her reasons for letting those midgets in here.
So have you really been here for 20 years?
Yeah. At first, we were kept for observation with some of our buddies after that damn mission to, Baranur.
Leon and me, we're almost the last ones still here now. We don't know what happened to the others. Gotta say, some of them were pretty bad. Worse than us. Some guys who got it pretty bad.
Fortunately, Madame Olga looks after us right. They look after us nicely here.
Yeah. She looks after us good. She's a real lady, if you want my opinion.
Baranur? What's Baranur?
A place. It's a goddamn hellhole.
What are you talking about, Anton?
That's all I have to say about it, Kate. Kate Walker. Can't stir up the past.
Okay, so yeah, this game takes place after the second one. Kate was escaping the island of Syberia, and she got stranded on a boat. So Youkols found her, I assume, on the mainland, and that's how we ended up here.
I'll be leaving you then, gentlemen. Goodbye.
See you around, Kate. Kate Walker.
Yeah.
So when
See
I
ya.
saw exit, does that mean that I could ask them about it?
Can you tell me
Yeah.
where the exit is, please?
It's there. But you won't be able to leave until you've had a meeting with Dr. Mangoling in his office.
Yeah. He's the one who knows if you're cured or not.
I'll be leaving you then, gentlemen. Goodbye.
See you around, Kate. Kate Walker.
Yeah. See you around.
I also seem to be unable to skip the dialogues. Dialogue lines, dialogue options, whatever you wish to call them.
I really tried. I tried to tell them I was a whole lot better. They just wouldn't listen.
Anything I can do with this weird thing?
The light, the wind, the heat. I can still feel it all. I dream of it every night.
If you say so, boss.
Not a chance. Impossible. No way. That's not right.
Yeah, I pressed back, did I not? No, Jesus, please stop. That is mighty weird.
But
What on earth's wrong, Miss Walker?
I don't understand. The key. It didn't work.
I did warn you, you know. You can't be at all well enough yet to deserve to be released already.
Did you lie to me, you...
You've got to be kidding. I managed to use your stupid key.
Gently, Miss Walker. Protocol clearly.
I don't give a damn about your protocol. I'm cured, so let me leave and just stop it.
Impossible, Miss Walker. The rule is very clear. Only those patients who are capable of opening the door may leave this floor.
Playing games with me, hmm?
Right. Since you won't help me, I want to speak with your superior, Dr. Olga.
You can do that when she comes by to see you for her daily visit. But please don't count on me to disturb her before then.
What a schmuck.
There's a problem with the key. That's obvious. I need to find out where it comes from. I already know that everything works here. Let's check the key. These holes. It looks like something's been removed from the key. No doubt about it. My key's been deliberately damaged. I need to find a perfect copy if I want to be able to repair it.
I really tried. I tried to tell them I was a whole lot better. They just wouldn't listen.
So there is a limited amount of people I can talk to.
Ah, Kate. Kate Walker. How's it going? You look kind of down.
Well, I had a problem.
Bet you went and flunked Dr. Mongoling's test, right? But don't go flipping out over it, Kate Walker. I could never figure out how I was supposed to pass those damn tests either.
I did fine in the interview, and he gave me the key to the exit. The problem is, I can't open the door. It doesn't work.
Sometimes things just aren't obvious around here. I gotta tell you, Kate Walker. Leon, who is a lot sneakier than me. A few years ago, he got through the interview okay, and also actually got that damn key from the doctor.
Yeah, but I never got the damn door open. Same as you.
There's something really wrong with this place. That weird interview we have to go through doesn't surprise you? And all of that just to get a key that doesn't open anything?
Dr. Olga told us lots of times, Kate Walker. In this place, talking bad about the protocol is proof you're really sick.
Yeah, Dr. Olga knows what she's doing, and you can really trust her. When we're better, our minds will be able to understand how the key works, you see?
I don't.
Uh-huh.
Clinic of Valsembor, right?
Not a chance. I see. According to the picture, there's a pin missing. I need to find a way to fix it. But how am I going to manage it?
Can I read it now? Maybe not. So yeah, I can apparently use
Someone should have a word
WASD.
with the maintenance department.
How are you, Kate Walker? Is your departure from the clinic imminent?
I'm afraid not.
You seem upset. What's wrong?
I have to use a kind of key to open a door and finally get out of this place. It's a kind of a test, you know? A test that I passed, but the key didn't work. And when I compared it with an original, I saw it had been sabotaged. I'm getting the impression they're trying to keep us here by any means, Kurk. Whether we want to stay or not.
That's a serious accusation. Are you sure?
The proof is building up. First, there's that key which doesn't work, and that bed you're trapped in, and your missing prosthesis.
It's true that I've been very weak since I began Madame Olga's treatment. But she says that it's normal. She calls it temporary secondary effects.
We really need to get out of here, Kurk.
Unfortunately, I cannot undertake the long migration of the ostriches without the mechanical leg, Kate Walker. But you, on the other hand, you can leave.
But how?
Show me the model of the key you told me about. Show me the model of the key instead, please.
Sorry.
That's what I thought. With this, my tribe smith should be able to repair your key. If, of course, you find a way to get it to him.
I doubt they have a postal service here.
Go onto the balcony. Our shaman's messenger is never very far. I use it to communicate with my people. You can give it the key. It'll take it to my tribe smith.
Got it. Thank you so much, Kurk.
And now the mysterious balcony is available, right?
Hey there, that's it. Come on, come here. Hey there, that's it. Come on, come here.
Oh, clearly that doesn't work.
This must be Valsembor, the town Kurk told me about. Kurk's tribe's camp, I guess.
Let's ask the guy how we can call the bird.
About that bird, Kurk. I must be doing something wrong. It won't come to me when I call it.
It's true that the old owl is a bit of a lunatic. Have you tried to get it to land on the balcony?
No, but I don't see what I can use for that.
Look around the yard, Kate Walker. You may find something that might interest the board.
Why not? I'll give it a shot. Thank you for your help, Kurk.
I doubt it's any of those. Oh.
Yeah. Anton fell asleep in the middle of the game again.
Well, that is totally not stealing, is it? Can't figure out which mode, like, I can clearly use WSAD to navigate Kate, but I'm still trying to use my mouse for that. Cool. Can I get my cursor somehow back? Because I don't have it. Okay, I have it now. Sheesh. Mechanical bird. Cool. Let's try to mount this mechanical bird on a balcony. If I can navigate myself, that is. Sometimes my cursor just disappears. And I don't know why. Clearly I don't like it. Can I please look at this bird? Come on. You're fascinated, right? Of course you are. And now we wait, I guess.
The owl flew away with the key, Kurk.
That's good news, Kate Walker. Now we only need...
Kurk, what's wrong?
Dr. Olga's treatment.
Kurk, can you hear me? Wake up!
Come, come. No need to be alarmed, Miss Walker.
You're ugly as hell, woman. And I'm not being sexist, okay?
You're Dr. Olga, I suppose.
We weren't expecting you to awaken for another few days, Miss Walker. This is surprising. Truly. If I had known, I would have come by earlier in the day to assist you in your return to the world of the waking.
Unlike poor Kurk here, I have no need of help. I am very well, thank you.
Fainting is a secondary effect inherent in the treatment, Miss Walker. Nothing more. In medicine, despite any discomfort, protocol must be respected.
Oh, you mean that horrible mechanical bed where that poor boy is waiting for a prosthesis that never comes? That's protocol? And I suppose the same is true for the absurd interrogation I had to go through.
You seem to have developed a singular paranoia since you came out of the coma. When we get the chance, I'll look into it. But for now, I'm going to ask you to please leave. I have to administer the next stage of the treatment to your young friend.
Um,
Fine, I'm leaving. I hope all this is going to help him.
Well then, I can't imagine why you might think the opposite, Miss Walker.
and if she wanted to kill him, she would have done it earlier, right?
How is he?
Your young friend is reacting to the treatment very well. Everything is fine. He's resting.
Well, goodbye, Doctor.
I'll come by and see you very soon, Miss Walker. Don't worry.
The voice actress is making a very good robotic voice. It suits the character very well because I am terrified of this lady. She is ugly and she is sinister.
What on earth could that quack have injected him with?
Something not very good, Kate. Leave the sick ward.
Kate Walker.
Kurk! How do you feel?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
This situation can't go on, Kurk. So what can I do to help you get out?
The best thing, Kate Walker, is for you to go alone. And if you really want to help me, once you are outside, go to Valsembor and try to recover my prosthesis from the craftsman. If you bring it back to me, Dr. Zamiatine will put it on, and I will be able to go back to my tribe.
Can we trust Dr. Zamiatine? I'm not so sure when I see what this clinic is like.
The man has always been a friend to the Youkols, and I'm sure he'll be able to help you leave the hospital and find the craftsman in Valsembor.
Okay. I promise to come back as soon as I can with your prosthesis, Kurk. Until then, hang in there.
Thank you, Kate Walker. And may the spirits be with you.
Alright, man. Well, now it works. And you left the key right over there, right? Oh, I see Zamiatine something. Can you go down again? Oh, that is so horrible. So somewhere to the right. What does it say?
Dr. Efimova.
No, we don't need that one. Some creepy dude, some creepy lady. And there is nothing else in here, right?
I'm here to see my husband. He's been here months and months.
I've been waiting for my appointment for hours.
Hello, Miss Walker. How very delightful to see you up and about. Even if I really have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. Our dear Dr. Olga painted a far darker picture of your current state of health.
I don't want to say anything bad about someone you seem to appreciate, Dr. Zamiatine, but quite frankly, Dr. Efimova worries me.
Ah, and why is that?
She and her associate, Dr. Mangoling, put me through a real interrogation. They're also keeping Kurk, the young Youkol, prisoner, attached to his bed. Not to mention the psychological grip she seems to have on everybody here.
Listen to me, Miss Walker. I know that waking up after a prolonged period in a coma is difficult. In such a context, anxiety attacks are very normal. But please, do not project it onto Dr. Olga. I'm not getting any younger, you know, and running this clinic is a very heavy burden. The last few years, Olga has shown she is capable of assisting me. I have every faith in her.
But
The subject is closed, Miss Walker. Please tell me about that pendant you have around your neck. I must admit I noticed it as soon as you walked in.
There was once an Oscar.
it belonged to Oscar, a friend who passed away.
I understand, Miss Walker. I myself have borne the weight of grief for decades now. Wearing a token from someone dear to you is a natural thing.
Dr. Zamiatine, I promised Kurk I'd go to the craftsman in Valsembor and bring back his mechanical prosthesis. The poor boy has been waiting for it for ages, so I'd like to try to speed up the process. Would you tell me how to get there?
Now there's a truly noble initiative, Miss Walker. I asked my clockmaker friend Simon Steiner to manufacture the young Youkols' mechanical prosthetic leg. He's a capable craftsman and ingenious. You'll find him in his workshop, near the Valsembor port. I imagine he must almost be finished with his work by now. He makes amazing things. You'll see.
I
Can
sure
you
hope so.
authorize my release so that I can see Dr. Steiner? Unfortunately, I've been told that the clinic is in lockdown.
You will have to ask Dr. Olga, Miss Walker.
No.
She signed the current order to lock our establishment down. She's in charge of giving out the passes.
No, not her, please.
This book should answer any of the questions you may have about our Youkols friends. Farewell and bon voyage, Miss Walker.
Why did the Youkols ask you to heal Kurk?
On each of their migrations, the Youkols shamans and I have exchanged medical knowledge. Their trance therapy and materia medica have provided astounding results for my patients affected by psychological afflictions. In exchange, I do what I can to take care of those injured that they can't heal using their traditional medicine. Like, that poor boy who lost his leg.
How many ostrich migrations have you seen?
This is the third one. I'm lucky to have seen so many of them. It's a rare spectacle. Believe me, the great herd of ostriches accompanied by the Youkols, doomed to blindly follow their animals wherever they happen to roam. And they don't care about countries, wars, and borders.
You seem to like the Youkols, Dr. Zamiatine.
They are a fascinating people, you know, and such astonishing medicine infused with shamanism. Without which, no doubt you would have never arrived in this clinic alive, Miss Walker.
I get the impression that the Youkols aren't much liked around here.
Indeed. It would seem that most of the inhabitants of Valsembor are now quite hostile towards them. This wasn't the case a while back, you know. When I was young, the migration of the snow ostriches was an event widely welcomed with open arms in Valsembor.
Why the change in attitude?
Our region was actually somewhat devastated 20 years ago. Dramatic events changed the way people viewed the world. The people turned inward on themselves. They are less welcoming. And the fact that the Youkols have been stuck here, next to Lake Valsembor for several weeks, hasn't helped.
It's really necessary for me to ask Olga's permission to leave? You're the director of this clinic, after all.
Olga is my right-hand woman. I can't keep her uninvolved in current matters, Miss Walker. She is also currently your doctor. You should really talk with her about it. She isn't as evil as you seem to believe. You'll find her in her office, most probably.
I don't like it. Anthropological Mysteries, Anthology, Mondial Magazine Publications, preface by Cornelius Pons. Oh, god damn it, this control scheme. Wait a gosh darn minute. Okay, chapter 17, extracts from Youkol culture across the ages by Bronislav Maus. Mammoths butchered by Youkols according to Youkol tales recorded by Bronislav Maus. Let's see. We have a lot of here. Not that much as I afraid, so let's try to deal with it. Preface. Youkols, a name that systematically makes my usually torpid students goggle. Never before had they caught wind of the existence of this fascinating people. A people strong, fiercely independent and kind. So why does the gentle fragrance of mystery float around this thousand-year-old culture, and how to pierce the veil? The work you hold in your hands is the ultimate reference on the subject. I can attest without hesitation that reading it led directly to my study, which lasted years of this culture as part of the same research the author and I conducted, paleontology. Yet what a greater compliment for an academic work than to have incited in a colleague the desire to explore a new field of research and to have transmitted this new and long-lasting passion to successive generations of students. Cornelius Pons, professor of paleontology at the University of Barkstadt. The origins of the Youkol tribe. Members of the Youkol tribe, illustration produced from the accounts of Bronislaw Maus. Precisely dating the emergence of the Youkol tribe is an arduous, if not impossible, task. Numerous traces and ruins scattered between the northern Urals and the French Alps nonetheless attest to the existence that goes back at least as far as the dawn of history. To this unusual longevity can be added another remarkable fact: the character of the Youkol customs and traditions unchanged after millennia. This rare preservation of a tribe's way of life is principally explained by discretion, as the Youkols are almost unknown among us. The correlation of two factors is behind our general ignorance of the tribe. The first is the Youkol's nomadic way of life, or more specifically semi-nomadic, but we shall return to this point later. Itself the reason for the second factor. The routes taken by the tribe and mainly located in unknown and mostly wild territory, still very much at the outskirts of the great, in terms of size, and dominant civilizations that have left their mark on Eurasian history. These two factors have thus enabled the Youkols to elude all attempts at ethnic and religious purification, remaining outside the main conflicts that have shaken the continent. So many parameters that have made the preservation of their culture possible. Nonetheless, and we shall return to this point later, the Youkols are not unknown to all. Their migrations bring them into regular contact with the indigenous people, but if the latter tolerate their passage, they have never socially accepted interbreeding with the tribe, thus preventing any form of cultural dilution. Gathering in a sled, illustration produced. Okay. Relationship with nature. There is an undeniable, almost organic connection between the Youkol tribe and nature. The rare traces accepted as being of their civilization uh, attest to a cave-dwelling tradition backed by a strong ability to adapt. The tribe inhabited natural grottos during its wandering in western lands, while in the Arctic regions they occupied ice caverns that they carved out by hand. Youkol architecture, okay. The Youkols also live in symbiosis with a variety of animal species, whether it is the owls they have tamed and trained to act as messengers, or the little-known Yuki used as trackers, sheepdog and sled dog. The tribe has become expert at domestication. The Yuko's survival is directly correlated to that of certain animal species. There is considerable evidence of the tribe having been in close proximity to mammoths in prehistoric times, with the animals serving as beasts of burden, a means of transport, and sources of meat and wool. Their gigantic bones were also used as building materials or to make furniture. The Yukol believe that the mammoths are not, in fact, extinct, but indeed still exist on a large island in the northern reaches of the continent. If the author, if these lines should prefer not to indulge in the formulation of an opinion in direct contradiction to scientific consensus, he is nonetheless forced to admit that he has seen with his own eyes examples of Yukol craftsmanship made from the bones of pachydermis in an astounding state of conservation. The fact remains that the Youkols have shifted their dependence from the mammoths to the great snow ostriches, a population of migratory Arctic birds known for their stubborn and nervous nature. These ostriches have the particularity of setting out every 20 years or so on a great migration covering a vast territory. The purpose of the migration is to bring the herd to the lands where they reproduce, large steppes located in the heart of what is now Yakastan. Okay. Animism and spirituality. One of the most fascinating characteristics of the Yukol culture resides in its ability to absorb a material imperative, the need for part of the tribe to follow the herd of snow ostriches to ensure the survival of the entire group, and transform it into a spiritual event, a platform for belief. Indeed, those of the tribe who accompany the great ostriches experience their migration as a spiritual voyage, an intimate transcendence whose purpose is to draw the favor of the spirits upon the individual and the family. The route of the migration is thus scattered with sacred stages, rites, and spiritual codes that the caravan's shamans ensure are scrupulously respected. They are both soothsayers, they interpret the signals left by the spirits, and advisors to the leader of the migration. The spiritual guide, seen as superior and somehow chosen by the spirits to guide the caravan to the legendary sacred lands, where the ostriches will reproduce. Oh, that was nice and concise reading. Do we have anything else in this room? None that I can see.
Why not have a seat for a bit in the waiting room? It's just near the offices, right behind reception.
The funicular is out of service until further notice.
Well, damn. Now, anyway, how do I save the game? There must be a way to save it, right? Hmm. Okay, that will do. Load. Okay, now. Now escape is back. But not always escape is back. So, yeah, the game, talking about first impressions, they are really mixed, extremely mixed. So, as soon as you open the main menu, like, you are, the music moves you into some other plane of existence. Like with this background, with this nicely animated 3D figure, you expect something like something otherworldly to happen right now. But I probably exaggerated, but let's say that you have like your budget, right? And it feels like at least 50% went into the first impression right over here. But as soon as you move anywhere else, you press any button, you do anything, now you just have half the budget to make the game. And like the models are crap, they're like, they're not crap, but the devil is in the details, right? There is a lack of synchronization. Like how the characters speak and how the face animation moves. Like I'm a little bit lost on the plot, but okay, a quick search explains me what's going on. Yeah, the control scheme. I'm not. It confuses me. I notice that I am very biased when I start a new game, and I firmly believe that previous games are the pinnacle of the series. Then I tend to poke at any series, not even series, at any noticeable what I perceive as a disadvantage of this entry, right? So I enjoyed the music, yes, but everything else I'm not impressed by it, and so I tend to like downgrade it to the point that I dislike it, and I'm not sure how much objective I am, but can you even be objective when you are trying to evaluate the game? I have very fond memories of the first two chapters. Now I start the third one. I read bad reviews, and maybe I think that now I can confirm the bad reviews. So, yeah, it's tough, but maybe if I just talk in emotions and impressions, I mostly have, not mostly, I have slightly more negative ones, okay? I'm willing to give the game a chance and just to see how it's gonna go further, how it's gonna develop. And I would like to say thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company. I hope you enjoy my gameplay. And if that is the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.